Well, I'm trying to resurrect an old channel, and I know you guys did. A lot of you guys did give that a chance, so apologies. You're gonna have to subscribe to another one, even though it's basically the same thing. Apologies. If you want to get an early jump, I'll do some previews for the channel members. But yeah, we'll get there. So there's that. Also, consider becoming a member for this channel, properly speaking, and you'll get more access to deeper secrets of the Noras and the Arens, true crime, Scientology, and other topics, Satanism, Scientology, Dune, etc., etc., etc. Even some Paul Thomas Anderson. Okay, so let us get to the thing after the shilling is done for myself and the channel. I don't even know where to begin. So Nora's demanding $50,000 for her Kurt case, and she's not even saying it's ZDT. I don't know why she can't say it's Tony. I would assume in the paperwork it's going to say Nora versus, ZDT. So I don't know why that's being restricted. Also, right, I don't want to squeeze dollars from you guys. So, like, somebody was asking, like, what is up with the whole shaving the head thing? Well, I just take it for what it is. It's just symbolic, right? Because we were honestly asking, like, what is going on with that? The way I understood it is this, and I'm not very positive towards Nora. I think she's a kind of vicious brute, frankly. It's a very weird thing with her. She has suffered trauma. She has a really big bully dynamic, and that happens sometimes to victims, but because she's kind of short, so it is, I think, inferiority complex. Like she just suffers from a lot of inferiorities and handicaps, and just being kind of kicked out of all these groups. So she's just really angry and just wants to find revenge, frankly. But that's my very unprofessional examination. But I think this is important because this is what's driving a lot of this. So she's bemoaning she can't control anything because this court case is coming. And unlike some other threatening lawsuits, it's happening. There's no doubt. I don't think ZDT is going to call this off. So I guess cutting the hair is showing she can control that. She can at least control some part of this process. Okay, I guess. I mean, I think again, Nora, basic dilemma with her is she does do a little research, but she just does this thing, which a lot of ex Scientologists do. They're not living properly with reality. Now, who really is? But she's projecting this all as a bunch of psychoanalytic nonsense. And it's like, no, this is real. I mean, it did really happen. You were terrorizing Zero Dark Tony and enjoying it. And he's striking back through the legal court system. She's also not really giving details. So the way I understood it is this, that Nora did a commentary, but it was on basically this membership content that Zero Dark Tony has. And so he's really getting her at two things. One, stalking him, but also basically stealing the content. So that's interesting. And it wouldn't be such a bad, harsh thing, except Nora really, without any guilt, seizes other people's property and copyright. In fact, we know this for a fact because DOA did this and it sustained itself, right? So once again, she's gaslighting our audience because she did a recent thing where saying, the copyright claim has failed, my friends. I get no strikes. But she did have a strike with DOA. And DOA was nice and said, I'm gonna take it away. But apparently it was rock solid. Now, unfortunately, I did not see that video, so I'm like, what exactly did she take? I don't know. But Scott was really mad for a while. He actually did a really fun video. So Bonafides, to prove I did actually see that video, he uses a part of Liar Liar. And again, I've seen Liar Liar several times. I forget the section, but apparently there's a section where Jim Carrey basically grabs the phone and says, yelling into it, says, "Stop breaking the law, a-hole." And that's directed at Nora. So she's not being entirely honest about why this mess is happening. Again, it could be the case. Maybe it is the case. She honestly thought she was transforming the media, or it could be it is what it is. She was stealing the content and got caught red-handed and was whining and moaning. And there you go. But now let's get on to the cost, because that is also she's really misleading people. So she's saying that she needs $25,000 for the legal expenses. but she needs 50,000 in totality. So 5,000 will be for retainer, and the 20,000 other dollars will just be for the legal costs after the lawyer gets to work because he's charging $300 per hour. I don't even know where to begin with this. These numbers do not sound right. But again, she's saying these are California numbers. They're going to be way more expensive. But just from the East Coast, like a case like this should really go no further than $7,000 to $10,000. I mean, I just cannot understand this. It just does not sound right at all. It's her money, and she's trying to ask for the money. If you want to give it to her, fine. I'm going to recommend don't do that. But okay, fine. Her estimate is $25,000. That seems really bizarre for such a small case, really. But okay, whatever. But the other $25,000 is ridiculous. So she's saying she needs the other 25,000 for traveling and living expenses because she wants to go to California. And she's saying, "Guys, I'm an Oregonist. What do you expect me to do?" But she's literally saying this thing is weeks away. Um, Here's a clue, guys. There's a thing called the van or the train. There's even an Uber thing out there now, right? Taxi cabs. She doesn't work. She doesn't have really a normal 9 to 5 job here. Why don't you just go down there? I mean, really, it would be less expensive. Buy a really used car, one that's very reliable. A lot of those do exist. And the money and the gas, and it's gonna be a long trip. I did look it up. It is 13 horas or 13 hours. And I'm like, what? Just find some cheap motels. You can do this now. I mean, this is insane. She literally could just pay whatever, 200, 250 at most. Like, Oregon is just above California. Like, this is ridiculous. I don't even know. I don't get it. I really don't. I mean, I understand. I mean, listen, I'm on the left, but there's clearly a part of the left that just keeps getting more and more corrupt and more stupid. And I've talked about Nora's woke queer politics, but that's being really deceptive too. This is just a whiny narcissist and say, "Oh, I'll pay for my plane tickets and my food. It's expensive in California. Like $25,000? What does she want to stay in like a 5-star hotel? Why? What would be the point of that? What would be the point of that? And doesn't she have friends? Does she have tons of friends? Like, it's just, I thought her and Lara now, because DOA is gone, they're total best friends. So she can stay with Lara. Just none of this adds up. None of it adds up at all. I mean, just she's just plotting down. I need the $25,000. No, I get it too. It's a hustle. Just because she's asking for 50,000 doesn't mean she's gonna get 50,000. I mean, obviously, she's only getting to 2,000 so far, right? So I get it. You ask a lot to get in the middle, right? You ask for 50,000, you really will get 30,000. But I mean, really, if she's at least semi-intelligent, okay, take the few thousand you're gonna get. It all goes to legal fees. Take a few of the hundred, get a car. She already has a car too, by the way. And apparently her wife is helping her in this insanity and nonsense. She could literally time it out if her wife has a normal 9 to 5, just on the weekend, right? Drive her fat ass for what, 10 hours? And then have Lara pitch in for the rest of the 3 hours. I mean, again, clearly I get it. And listen, I'm in the same way. Physical labor, like real jobs, are hard. And if you've been victimized for a lot of your life, you do get angry and say, "Why do I need to work? I'm the victim here." No, I got that. No, I got that, and I do sympathize. And it is a real tragedy that sometimes that people are victimized have to take on all these extra burdens. It is not right. However, $25,000 really out of nowhere for living expenses? I mean, come on. That's just silly. That's just silly. And the basis of all this is really she's just has this weird psychological drama with Zero Dark Tony, which she could have dealt with one on one, de escalated it, but no, she kept poking the bear. It got out of control, and now she's crying about it. Right? And you could definitely criticize Zero Dark Tony as a bully, but he's not the only one here, right? So it's hard for me to feel any sympathy. But there we are, like $50,000. I mean, just the numbers don't make sense. They don't make sense.